Annika Riz, Math Whiz by Claudia Mills. Annika Riz loves math more than anything in the world. She cannot wait for math to begin each day at school while all the other kids dread it. She finds herself and another kid named Simon excelling in math while the other kids are distracted and do not pay attention to learn math. The teacher challenges Annika and Simon to participate in the community Sudoku contest. Annika finds herself busy preparing for the contest while also attempting to bake cookies with her friends Izzy and Kelsey for the upcoming school carnival fundraiser. The girls run into trouble multiple times when trying to bake the cookies. Here's a passage from the book when the girls are trying to bake a batch. After school, the three friends decided to take Mr. Boone's advice and try a third time at baking their carnival cookies. This time, Annika read aloud from the recipe one ingredient at a time, while Kelsey and Izzy took turns doing the measuring. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, Annika read. We know that, Kelsey said. 1 and only 1, Izzy said. Once again, Kelsey's mother put the cookies in the oven for them. Today they made cookies a little bit larger so that they had 4 dozen, not 5 dozen. They are going to bake them all at the same time, placing 2 of the trays side by side on the middle rack and 2 trays on the rack underneath. They needed to finish up the baking quickly because Kelsey's family was heading out to have a picnic dinner in the park while listening to her older brother play the trombone in the school band's musical month of May concert. It's not ideal to bake them all at once like this, Kelsey's mother said, but I'm afraid we're in a bit of a rush this afternoon. Call me when the timer dings. With the cookies safely in the oven, each cookie with the perfect amount of baking soda in it, Izzy went out for a quick run around the block a few times, while Annika curled up with her Sudoku book, and Kelsey curled up with her reading book. Betsy and Tracy go downtown. Cozily settled on the other end of the family room couch from Kelsey, Annika lost herself in her puzzle, working faster and harder than she had ever worked before. As fast and hard as she needed to work when she headed off to do the actual contest. Tomorrow morning. A 7? No, there couldn't be a 7. It had to be an 8. Another 8 below. She needed to put in 2 more 4s. There went one of them. Now a 2. She sensed rather than saw Kelsey's mother rushing by them. Kelsey was still hunched over with her book. Girls, Mrs. Green called to them in evident distress. Read to find out how math ends up being the answer needed to solve Annika and her friends' problems. This book reflects the real world. It points out every student in a classroom is good at different things. Annika is good at math, Izzy is good at athletics, and Kelsey is good at reading. It emphasizes that even though you may not be the best at something, you still need to keep trying. This is important for us as educators to remember not every student is the same, but as long as we work with the student and try to teach things multiple ways, like Annika worked with her friends to teach them a math solution, the student can succeed. Annika Riz, Math Whiz by Claudia Mills is a great fiction math book for 3rd graders. The book integrates math into the plot discreetly, so readers don't even realize they are doing math. That is what makes this book memorable. The book has a great plot that always keeps the reader guessing what happens next and what the solution to the problem will be. Also, it is cleverly written for students who like math, so that they are turned on to reading. The book can also be used vice versa. If the student doesn't like math, but likes to read, they are discreetly exposed to math through the plot. I would use this book, Annika Riz, Math Whiz, in my classroom across the math and reading curriculum. This book contains rich vocabulary appropriate for the 3rd grade level while also teaching math vocabulary throughout the book. Annika Riz, Math Whiz by Claudia Mills is a book you must add to your classroom.